Okay, so we're in beautiful Tukwila or Taquala or Tequila, whatever you want to call it, which is just past Issaquah, and it's New Year's, and we went to a Seattle Seahawks game, and they won, and it's been a really nice way to kick off the new year. When we left off, we're in the chapter something or other where my mom has just started dating, and I considered myself the man of the house, and this is really hard on me. This is shortly after her divorce, so we'll pick it up there. In my mind, I am the man of the house now, the alpha male. I have approximately 11 hairs, almost evenly distributed on my two balls, and one man is enough for this household. I picked an odd number. Other men are outsiders, a threat. I protest and rebel and shout horrible things at my mother's dates. I slam doors and stomp my feet so that they know that if they want to be with my mother, they're going to have to deal with me too. Sorry, pal, package deal. The first guy she goes on regular dates with is a short, sensitive man with a long ponytail named Lon. I had never heard the name before and assumed it was spelled L-A-W-N. What a dumb name. Any relation to Tree? Does he have a sister named Bush? Lon and I are enemies from day one, which makes it easy to sabotage his chances of having a lasting relationship with my mother. When he comes over, I become their cranky chaperone and never leave them alone. I make fun of him the moment his back is turned. He's a mini man. I pretend to be Lon shopping for clothes in the boys' department at Penny's. I can mimic his mannerisms perfectly. This angers my mother to no end, so I do it relentlessly until she finally stops seeing the little guy. He lasts about 3 dates. The next man to date my mother is Carrie, who lived next door to us in San Francisco, leaving me to wonder, what is it with my mother and neighbors? This puts me in a spot because I like Carrie, but now that he's spending nights in my mother's bed, I have to reverse my feelings. Not a problem. Carrie is no longer the cool college student who took lots of pictures of us when we were little. Now he's a swarthy hippie with an abundance of hair who doesn't bathe nearly enough. He wears wire glasses and a leather headband. His voice is weak and scratchy, like it hurts to talk. He also has bad breath. His flocculent, gangly beard is unsightly. If you look close enough, you'll see all kinds of remnant food trapped inside. My Carrie imitation goes like this. Carrie, you need to wash your beard. I can see what you had for breakfast this morning. Yeah, right, man. What did I have? Runny eggs and toast. No, that was like 2 days ago. Man, you're wrong. And then I pull my fingers through my imaginary beard and nibble at the scraps. Fortunately, Carrie still lives in San Francisco. He has no car and hitchhiking can be hit or miss. He spends the night twice, which is more than enough to totally gross me out. Fortunately, his lack of transportation keeps him away. The next loser she dates is Cliff Lowe, who, as you well know, has a garage that becomes a big part of my life. I know it sounds glamorous, please don't be jealous. The first time I hear his name, it throws me for a curve. Cliff Lowe? What is that, a Zen poem? He who leaped from Cliff Lowe, not always die, grasshopper. Cliff turns my mother onto Eastern philosophy and homeopathic medicine. Mom and Cliff concoct exotic herbal elixirs with supposedly miraculous healing properties. Their relationship is less threatening at first because I'm convinced my mother would never sleep with a chunky Asian man with a pockmarked face who sports a mullet. I'm wrong. Apparently, looks don't matter to her. She spends nights at Cliff's house, and Cliff spends night at ours. He talks my mother into getting a water bed, and I know why, because water beds are for sex. Did you know that walls made of sheets offer literally no soundproofing whatsoever? Cliff was interesting at first, but quickly becomes intolerable. He needs to go. I'm ashamed to admit that sometimes I blew my nose and spit into their medicinal pots. I also wiped boogers on his clothes when he wasn't looking. I was like a kettle about to blow. I reached my limit and confronted my mother. Cliff is gross. What do you see in him? Why are you having sex with so many men? She doesn't see me as a hurt child who just needs some love and reassurance. She speaks to me as an adult. You better get used to it, mister. I'm living my own life now, and I'll do whatever I want. I'm 37 years old, and I enjoy sex. There's nothing wrong with sex. It's perfectly natural. Sex, sex, sexy, sex, sex, sex. If it feels good, it is good. It's you that needs to change your behavior, not me. I'll live my life, you live yours. The world doesn't revolve around you. It's time to grow up and get your act together. She's setting me straight, but I'm still completely bent out of shape. It's my fault for confronting her. I'm the one who started it, and I ended up with more information than I bargained for. I am an adult male, I yell, trying to establish the status I long for. You're a punk-ass little brat with a bad attitude. All right, we'll leave it there for the day. Thanks for tuning in for this edition of Page Turning Tuesdays with Tom. Hope your New Year's off to a good start, and I'll see you again next Tuesday. Bye for now.